Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4 of my server place series on Digitopia. So, between this episode and last episode, I've kind of been doing a little bit of stuff. I did some mining, not much, but worth going through just a little bit to get a few more materials and stuff. Because after making all my tools, I kind of did diminish a fair amount. But what's cool, and I'm going to go over there now, is I kind of found a place for my new base, which is awesome. And I'm pretty sure it's over this way. I kind of took a long trip. Oh, and there's a village. Let's check out the village. It's quite a big one. You know, there's like a massive village here, Bev.
Is that?
Yeah, it's really massive.
Oh, cool.
So,
They've been raided yet?
I'm just having a look, but give me a sec. So let's go into the centre. Oh, got some apiary.
Yeah, I think if it carries on growing the server, I'm going to have to extend the world border a bit more.
I don't. Oh, it hasn't been. Do you want some silky combs and a forest princess?
Oh, yes. 1 second, I'll be over. Whereabouts is it?
If you TP to me, try and push to talk again. It's in the house where there's apiaries in the garden.
All right. Let's see if I can find you.
So Bevo's actually doing forestry soonish. So I'm kind of going to let him take all of bee stuff because I'm not planning on rushing into that anytime too soon. But still, let's take...
Oh, it's a nice village.
Yeah, it is. Got some steel armor.
Nice. Nice smeltery there as well.
Yes.
Cool. Lots of zombies.
Always.
Suppose better kill those. Get the villagers.
So it's a pretty decent. So let's have a look. Where was the smeltery?
There's one over here. By the church.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice. Let's grab this stuff. And a creeper, go away, don't blow up. At least it's going daytime.
Oh yes.
So let's grab the smeltery quickly.
Of these apiaries. Oh, nice. Might do a little bit of tree breeding at some point as well.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Forester. Get some chestnuts. They're good for seed oil.
Yes.
Oh, thanks for that. I've got them bees.
Sweet.
Very much.
So I think I might as well grab all this.
Yes, I'm going to have a go at these bees again. It's been a long time since I did them. If I can find some more quarried stone.
There we go. Got the smeltery, which is awesome. Is there anything in here I want? Not searching it very methodically. Oh, lovely. Great. Guard. From which tree? They're scary. Not too bothered about any of that stuff, so let's just knock a hole through here. Anything in these rooms? Doesn't look like it, but the smeltery is nice because we can use that when we get our new base up and running. I did actually kind of start working on clearing out for stuff for the new base, but a little bit sidetracked. But that's okay.
Found another village. Been raided.
I'm surprised this one wasn't raided.
I'm very surprised that one's not. But hey, it's all good.
Right, okay, so I'm going to come back in a minute once I've had a better look around. I'm going to do it a bit more systematically. I will, oh, nice tree. Start this end, I will head down that way because it's quite a long village, so I don't want to bore you with that, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've kind of cleared out this village, I think. There wasn't actually that much, but I got some a rolling machine, some Railcraft stuff actually, which is pretty cool. I'm now heading back, I think it's this way, back to my area, I guess, of where I was going to set up my base. So I'm going to, yeah, it's this way. Back in a sec. So this is kind of what I've cleared out so far. It's a fairly good area for it, I think. And yeah, so I kind of don't want this to be right. I'm going to be back in a sec once I've gone back to my house, had a sleep, because this is going to be really annoying trying to build whilst all the mobs are still here. So yeah. Okay, so it's daytime, and I'm back here. I've still got.
Thing is, look at the shit that we got on your server. You know when
Yeah.
Red was saying didn't like it, the adult theme.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It's not worth it.
Can't really do it now. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. Yep, and I'm just talking without pushing my push to bloody talk key. Yeah, but I do, I do agree. Yeah. So let's start here, right here. Why not? No, not there. Fine there. So we're going to get a lever, I guess. So let me just go home quickly. There, they're all doing it now. Look what I've done.
You see.
Let's get boom, boom.
All they're doing is getting examples to add to the swear filter.
Boom. Very true, yeah. And they don't realise that.
No.
There we go. So I want a. How do I change the? Oh, I do this, right, don't I? No, There we go. I want it in a sphere mode, like dome. Dome mode will do for this one, because for this one I'm just doing a dome, but I actually want it more central. Let's bring it over here. Over to here. There we go.
Well, masses of quiet stone into the ME system. It's all set to auto smelt.
You need masses of it.
Oh, I do need it.
Right, and that's a pretty awful place. Right, let's put it right here. There we go. That seems like a decent place. There we go.
Eric One, I've never heard of him.
Not sure when he was last on, actually. Okay, now that's better. Right, okay. He says, yes, let's do it there. So
we seem to have a regular stream of players trying it out.
Yeah, it's good.
And they're not all going to stay, but...
No, but you can't really expect them to stay, yeah.
Yeah, a decent turnover there.
So I think that looks semi-like alright. Maybe a bit bigger. Let's do it 13 by 13 or 15 by 15. So I didn't actually explain.
I tried messaging Hellbents.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him in ages.
No, it didn't get an answer. I don't know whether he's been on for a long time.
So to be honest, because I stopped playing Minecraft for a while before getting back into it, so
I didn't.
Well, obviously you wouldn't.
I'm hardcore, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a good size. Dilly dally. I'm really indecisive, is what I am. Tell you what, just for the fun of it, let's make 15 by 15.
Or as L. Bence was affectionately known, Troll Victim.
That's right, yeah. So I'm going to do it this size. Looks good. I'm not going to do it all on camera, but I did want to show you, I had a little look and I kind of decided on what design I wanted. I wanted to go with aligned cobblestone, I think. At least for the base. I will change it up a little bit towards the top, maybe do a glass roof. But if I can actually click properly without just spazzing out, it'll be, let's turn the lever off, it'll be that around. And I think what I might do is I might go up so far and then do a glass roof, maybe some quartz glass. You can get some pretty good glass. Let's have a look. You could get maybe something like fused glass, fused quartz, something like that maybe. I mean, it's got a pretty cool texture which I like. So maybe I'll do that, but I'm not going to make you watch me basically build this out on camera. So what I'll do is I will build this up, all 1,000 and whatever blocks of it.
Now to head for the sea.
I will be back soon. I know you won't. So, as you can see, I've kind of done a little bit of work. I actually quite like it at the moment. I think it's quite cool. So I'm going to stick with it for now, at least anyway, unless there's any real objection. But, you know, I think it looks alright. I'm going to do this on each door, so let's have a think. It goes 1 up, 3 across. So it's here, down here, around here. So I'll do this on each, but I was thinking about what I'm going to make this the roof and these edges out of, and I'm thinking, do you know what, actually? I might leave them open, maybe, we'll see. Maybe not, because I've got some plans for them and I didn't want to make that any bigger. Wrong way. There we go, that's better. So I was actually thinking of going for fused quartz, I think it was. No, quartz glass, but vibrant quartz glass, which means I need lots of quartz dust, or nether quartz dust, and I think I'm going to head to the nether to get that. So if I go home, we are home, and then if I drop some stuff off, just in here is fine. Let's take a stack of cobble. Don't need all of this stuff. That's cool. I've got that. I've got a sword. So let's venture into here and eat some bread as well, just so refill my health, and then now I'm back here, I can go back into blaze form. And remember I said about getting some blazes as well, killing some blazes, because obviously I do want to make an ender tank. So, nether wart. This stuff's always good to have. just for, you know, the odd bits and bobs. But let's go down here. What's out here? Not a lot. It's kind of a weird nether fortress with just a wall of netherrack in the middle. But I do want this. Let's just get rid of that to there. So basically I want lots of nether quartz, or I then want lots of glowstone. And if I see some blazes, I'll get some, but they're not my top priority right now. So I guess I'll be back in a few minutes once I've gone around and collected some stuff. Okay, so after a bit of time in the nether, getting glowstone, as you can see, nether quartz and blaze rods, I did manage to get a with skeleton skull as well, which is really cool. But I'm going to put some nether quartz in there. Next, once I get rid of these, so there we go, gas tier, they can go in there, that can go in there, that can go in there. I'm actually going to grab another stack and a half to go in. Awesome, I now need to go and get a whole load of sand because I need glass. Where is my shovel? Don't want it, my gold one. So I'm going to hunt for some sand and see if I've got anything on here. You can see my base, which I think is looking alright actually. So that's cool. But I'm going to hunt around for some sand, as I said. I'll probably head over to my base and then we'll go south and have a look. I don't tend to like getting this kind of sand because it does take away from the terrain a bit, but I might get a bit. So I will be back in a bit. Okay, so I've now got a fair bit of glass and nether quartz. Let's get some, what's it called? I'll never remember what it's called. It is quartz glass. Boom. Only 56, wow. That hurts. So I don't know if I'll use this for everything maybe, but for yeah. Okay. Anyway, something else I did want to do is get some invar. 18, double 18 is 36. I want to get some invar because I want to make some stuff. I also want to make an end tank because we've got like a shared lava. So let's get some wool. I'm going to need some red dye, and I don't know if I've got any. Yes. So I can do that. And then I need pestle and mortar, which is just wood, bowl and a stick. And I've got bowls. I've got lots of wood. Just go for oak wood planks. Is it wood or, yeah, and sticks. So I'll just grab some sticks from there. I've also in there got a cauldron. Let's get some sticks. Put this in here with these, 1, 2, 3. That should be red powder, that's fine. Then let's put that away for now. If I take this and 1 ender pearl, I should be able to get an ender tank. 2 obsidian I need, so let's go and get some obsidian. I can just do that, there we go. and I know I've got some down here. So how about I come back once I've got some obsidian. Now, if I put it together, I put obsidian there, cauldron, I did have some wool, might have misplaced it though. Let's get a piece of wool, just one. Now let's see if there's shift click, apparently not. Wool goes there, ender pearl, and that. Now, if I take this, and I'll just put him here for now. Someone's got some stuff in white, but that doesn't work. Bev, is it the red for the lava?
It is,
yes. How do you get red dye? Yeah, the Britannia is not working. Yeah, and then pestle and mortar. It doesn't work on the ender tank. Yep. Red poppy's cool. I will do that. Fair enough. So I've got some. I can bone meal some beef jerky. Let's eat the monster jerky even. Yum. Kill him. Let's bone meal some stuff. Because first time, there we go. How much does that give? Poppy gives 1 rose red, okay. 2, 3. Easy. I'm going to chuck some stuff away. Clean up my inventory a little bit. So I've now got and the rose red isn't working. I'll be back in a sec once I figure this out. Okay, so eventually I did get it working. It was being a bit... I had to kind of click off the red bits to get them to activate, but that's fine because I now should have some more glass. Let's get some more quartz glass. There, and if I'd get... Let's just stack and a stack. So I've got just over 2 stacks of quartz glass, which probably isn't going to be much at all. But it's lightening up outside, so let's go back to my base and start sticking this stuff in. And I think it's actually really cool because if I show you just a little sample, if I can see the stuff, might not actually have a great as an effect as I thought because of the way it connects, but I think that would look pretty cool. Down. Nope, there we go, boom. Boom. It's really hard to see where to put it, but when it's all working, like so, it's actually a really cool effect. So let's just put some more up here. Dum 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 dum. I'm getting there. Obviously, apart from not having enough to do it all now anyway, it would be utterly boring for me to do this all on camera. But if I now turn off this, I think that looks pretty cool. And it is supposedly vibrant, but I guess at night time that will work better. So yeah, I like it, and I think I'm going to do the rest of it like that because I think it'll be quite cool. Yay! Sweet. So I am going to start to move stuff over here because, I mean, apart from the roof and the floor, let's actually think about the floor. Maybe I could do a kind of stone brick kind of, maybe coloured stone brick. Maybe if I get some stone, if I go home, let me smelt up a stack of stone, stack of cobble. Let's then have a look at what kind of texture I could do, and I should have a chisel in here. So I could do, I think something like that could be pretty awesome. So how about when I wait for this to all smelt up, which shouldn't take too long, hopefully, then I'll do like a sample area on the floor, and then I will come and show you. Okay, so I've not done the whole floor, but I do want to start moving stuff over, which means I'm going to take the crescent hammer and some tin ingots. But first, I think I'm going to make some, magmatic dynamos, which needs a lot of invar, which is why I've got pulverized iron, pulverized ferrous, to make invar blend. Invar blend will be going into the furnace and cooking up, and whilst that's cooking up, I'm gonna make a crescent hammer, which is 3 iron and crescent hammer. What, the induction one? Yep. What, overclocked? Yeah. Yep. So I think I'm going to just put my thermal expansion stuff over this side really, and I'm going to have stuff so the way it's going to work is in this dome. See, I did do a little bit more glass, but I'm out of that glass. I'm going to put all my thermal expansion stuff here, kind of maybe a few other bits. I might put my maybe what's it called? I need to look it up now. End wire. Not too bad then. Well, you do have you're making diamonds. I mean, wow, yeah, it's hardship, isn't it? So let's kill these mobs because they are being annoying. And then once these are dead, so as I said, so if I have my thing, furnace there, then if I have, let's say, induction smelter, magma crucible, fluid transposer, energetic infuser, I'm going to need to kill these people. I should really put some walls up before I have got some stuff there, but I'm going to need to run conduits all down here, and I can just fill in this bit now. There we go. And then, if I think about it, I'm going to need some power production. I'm thinking I'm going to do some dynamos over here with, did I bring it? Nope, with the server lava tank, so that should be alright. I've got thing. See, this actually looks alright, the vibrant one. It's quite cool. So yeah, so I think it's going right. I'm going to finish this episode up here. In between this episode and next, I'm going to make some magmatic dynamos. They're not particularly hard to make, just a bit of invar, some iron for the gears, silver, pretty simple. I'm going to go to the nether, get more nether quartz and glowstone for the glass, and then I'm also going to, what else am I going to do? Mine a bit more. I'm getting a little bit low on resources, not too bad, but you know, could always do with more, especially when I'm making lots of stuff. And then I'm going to try and get some quartz as well, because I'll start getting on AE very soon, because I hate chests, and I've just got a lot of chests right now. If you have a look at my base, chest, 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 and a barrel, which is being used for this. I also want to get some emeralds, so I might have a look in the villages with some villagers maybe see if I can trade for some emeralds, because once I've got emeralds, I can get a personal anchor, which will be really useful. So yeah, so I guess I will see you next time.